Welcome to Comet. I am Gretel from the Customer Success team, and in this video, we will walk through the steps to back up and restore a Proxmox virtual machine with Comet. Let's get started. Here are some benefits to backing up your Proxmox machines with Comet. You can use change block tracking mode for improved backup performance. You can choose from different restore options, including restoring backups directly to Hyper-V and VMware or back to a Proxmox cluster. And you can choose to back up all or individual virtual machines. Comet backs up Proxmox virtual machines by connecting directly to a Proxmox cluster. To use Comet's Proxmox backup, the Comet backup agent must be running on the same network as the target Proxmox cluster, and the Proxmox cluster version must be Proxmox V 8.x or higher. For the first part of the tutorial, let us go through the steps to set up a Proxmox backup. In the Comet Management Console, go to the Protected Items tab of the user you want to set this up for, and click on Add Protected Item. These are the backup types you can configure with Comet. Select Proxmox to start a Proxmox backup. You can rename your backup here. Click on Next to move on with the configuration. Type in the Proxmox cluster credentials here, and click on Test Connection. Click on Next after confirming that the credentials are correct. Select the machines to back up. Comet can protect all virtual machines and containers in a cluster, a single node of a cluster, or individual virtual machines and disks. When setting up your Proxmox backup, there are several isolation modes you can choose from, which determines how the container is handled during the backup process. The default mode is snapshot mode, which is the fastest and best option. However, it requires the container to be on a storage device that supports snapshots. The stop mode stops the container during the backup job, and the suspend mode suspends it. They then restart once the backup job completes. These modes are disruptive, but they can work when the container is on a storage device that does not support snapshots. In this video, we will keep the default isolation mode. There are also two backup types to choose from. A full backup will back up all data on a disk, whereas change block tracking will only back up blocks on disks which have changed since the last backup. I will set this to backup with change block tracking for better performance. After making your selection, go to the Schedule tab. Click on the plus sign to add a backup schedule. You can configure multiple backup schedules. Click on the plus sign here to configure the schedule. These are the different schedule types you can choose from. Click on Save after configuring the backup schedule. Select the storage vault where these backups will be stored in. Click on Save after completing your schedule configuration. Click on Save again to complete the Proxmox backup configuration. We have now configured a Proxmox backup that will run daily. Next, let us go through the steps to restore a Proxmox backup. In the Management Console, go to the device you are restoring to and click on Actions. Click on Restore. Select the storage vault where the snapshot is stored and click on Next. Select the snapshot to restore. Then click on Next after making your selection. There are several ways to restore your Proxmox backup. It is possible to do granular restores, to restore the backup as config files, or to restore the backup job directly into Hyper-V, VMware, or Proxmox. In this demo, we will restore the snapshot directly into Proxmox. Select the virtual machine to restore and click on Next. Enter the credentials of the Proxmox cluster you would like the virtual machine to be restored to. Then select the destination node and storage for the backup to be restored to. Click on Restore after making your selection. Let us check on the result of the restore job. The backup was restored successfully. For more information on how to backup and restore Proxmox with Comet, please check out our guide and product page linked below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.